One of the most common questions I get from everybody anytime I do a Q&A really is, what happens to MAGA when Trump is gone? As we all know, Donald Trump is in fact a human being, and human beings are incapable of living forever. So eventually, Donald Trump will no longer be at the head of that MAGA movement. And that leads me to another question. This one is from Your Existence Has Expired 9545, who asks, after Trump's term is over, do you think the MAGA movement will die down, stay the same, or change its face with new leaders? And the answer to that, and I think I have addressed this question many, many times in the past, but it is something I do enjoy talking about, so we'll do it again. It's gone. Don't believe me? Then where's the Tea Party? Right? You know, we have had these little factions of different political parties, usually on the right, that kind of pop up. They're a big thing for a few years, and then overnight you're like, wait a minute, wasn't there a thing that, yeah, I think there was a group of them. They called themselves this. That was weird. They come and go. And MAGA is in fact a flash in the pan. Granted, it's been a rather powerful flash in the pan, but MAGA exists because Donald Trump has that charisma and that personality and that behavior and the attitude and everything that goes with it. That's what MAGA is. And we have seen other people jump up and try to be, I'll be the new MAGA person. We have seen it with Matt Gaetz. We have seen it with Marjorie Taylor Greene. We have seen it with Greg Abbott. We have seen it with Ron DeSantis. We have seen it with Lauren Boebert. We have seen it with Jim Jordan. We have seen it with Louis Gohmert. We have seen it with Nancy Mace. We have seen it with all of these other people. Tommy Tuberville. And no. MAGA likes you, but they won't follow you. Because MAGA's not a political movement in the traditional sense. MAGA's a cult. When the cult leader goes away, the cult goes away. Because nobody else can step in with that same set of qualities, that psychological manipulation, to keep people involved. People will try. And again, we have seen the people try. And they always fail. I mean, I point to this a lot because, one, it's hilarious to me, but two, it tells you a little bit about what happens. 2-3 summers ago, whatever it was, Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene went on their little nationwide summer tour. And it ended up so poorly attended that at one point, they were literally speaking just on a street corner to about a dozen people. And these were the two biggest stars in MAGA, but underneath Donald Trump, they couldn't draw 20 people to their event. So no, MAGA, again, they'll like you. They'll support you if they're in your district, but otherwise they're not going to follow you. You're not daddy, as they call him. So no, in my opinion, there is no way MAGA could even think of surviving once Donald Trump is gone. It will splinter. It will scatter. Some will wake up and realize like, whoa, that was a weird 12 years for me. I'm not going to do that again. Others might become more extreme. But it is something that only time will tell. And I do think a lot of it will depend on Donald Trump's dementia. Because as he continues this rapidly accelerating cognitive decline, you're going to have more and more members of MAGA start viewing him as a fallible person. You know, like, okay, he does have flaws. Okay, there is something wrong. Yikes. I can't believe I was like all in on this guy. So as long as he stays the figurehead and continues his decline, MAGA will splinter and break off long before he goes. And that is the best case scenario. And I do think we're headed in that direction. So if he just continues to publicly lose his mind, that alone is going to deprogram a lot of these cult members before he even leaves office. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.